Hello children. In the last class we have seen about rational expressions and also we have seen how to simplify the rational expressions. That is, we have completed exercise 3.5. Yes. So today we are going to move ahead and we are going to see the next exercise. Before we go to the next exercise, let me ask you, have you tried out all the sums by yourself? Have you completed all your homeworks? Okay. So just go on completing your homeworks the day itself, and you have to submit your homeworks the day itself. Yes, children. So we have completed exercise 3.4, what that was reducing the rational expression to the lowest form, and also we have found the excluded values for the given expressions. And we have also seen how to simplify. Under simplification, we have seen the multiplication of rational expressions and also the division of rational expressions. For multiplication, we directly simplified the expression. For the division, the first part will be kept as it is. The division will be changed into multiplication. And the second part will be for the second part, change the numerator and the denominator. So now, today we are going to see the another operations. That is, we are going to go for addition and subtraction of rational expressions. Under addition and subtraction, you are going to see two types. That is, the first one is adding and subtraction. That is, addition and subtraction of rational expressions with like denominators and also with unlike denominators. So now let's go for our class. Take down your notes. Write exercise 3.6. Note down today's date. Write on the first question, first subpart. Okay. So let's start with our first question from exercise 3.6. So take down the question. Do not write the answer directly. You have to take the question and the answer. So question number 1. That is simplify first subpart. X into x plus 1 upon x minus 2 plus x into 1 minus x upon x minus 2. So this is the first subpart. The first subpart, x plus 1 upon x minus 2 plus x into 1 minus x upon x minus 2. So before we started the class, before we started our exercise, I have told you that today we are going to deal with two types of expressions. That is, you're going to add or you're going to subtract the rational expressions with the like denominators or the unlike denominators. Now here, just check the denominator part. We have the same denominator part. So what we are going to do? We are going to deal with the like denominators. So now let's see how to go with the step. So let's start the first step over here. Since the denominators are same, we can take the denominators together. That is, we just do not write it two times, you take it as once. So this becomes x minus 2. So now let's go for the numerator part. So this becomes x into x plus 1. The main sign is plus. So write here plus x into 1 minus x. Let's expand the numerator. X into x gives you x square. Plus, what is the main sign over here? Plus. X into 1 plus x. What's the main sign over here? Plus. So just remember, when you have the main sign as plus, there will be nothing to change. If you have a negative sign as a main sign, we have to change all the signs after that. So be careful with the signs. Now we have plus here. So just write here plus x into 1. That is x. X into minus x. What's the answer for x into minus x? Minus x square. It's x into minus x. X into x, x square. We have only one negative sign, so the answer becomes minus x square upon, what is the denominator? X minus 2. The denominator was same, that is, it was with like denominator, so we have taken the denominator together as a common denominator. Now, just see what is the next step. We are going to simplify the numerator part. So here, x square gets cancelled. One is with positive and one is negative. So we can cancel x square and x square. Now what is left over here? X and x. When you add x and x, what do you get? 2x. So this is equal to 2x upon x minus 2. So this is the required answer. Okay, so don't get confused. When you add x and x, you get 2x. When you multiply x and x, you get x square. So there's a difference. Do not get confused. So what's the answer? 2x upon x minus 2. The first subpart is done. Take down the sum. Okay, let's go for the second subpart. Copy down the question. The second subpart is x plus 2 upon x plus 3 plus x minus 1 upon x minus 2. Okay, now this expression is of the second type. For the first subpart, it was of the type, that is, it was addition of rational expression with the like denominator. The denominators were same. But now here see the denominators. For the first part, the denominator is x plus 3. And for the second part, the denominator is x minus 2. So what we are going to do here? We are going to add the expressions with unlike denominators. Now let's see how to go for the further step. So let's start with the answer. So now what we are going to do is, we are just going to cross multiply. Let's see how to cross multiply. So let's start with the first part over here. So this becomes x plus 2 into x minus 2. Use the bracket to avoid confusion. So use the bracket. X plus 2 into x minus 2. What's the main sign given over here? It's plus. Right here plus. X minus 1. Take here. That is x plus 3 will be taken over here. So x plus 3 upon. Now you are going to bring these two denominators together. So x plus 3, x minus 2. This is a very, very important step. Understand the step carefully. I'll repeat the step again for you. So now since the denominators are different, that is, we are having an unlike denominator over here, just cross multiply it. X plus 2 into x minus 2 plus x minus 1 into x plus 3 upon x plus 3 into x minus 2. So now what we are going to do over here is, there is no need to simplify the denominator part because here only one expression is there. Here we have two expressions and one we have addition sign over here. So what you are going to do, just simplify the numerator part, keep the denominator part as it is. Okay, let's start the simplification. Okay, so now x into x, be careful, just look at the step carefully. X into x gives you x square. X into minus 2, minus 2x. Now, plus 2 into x, plus 2x. Plus 2 into minus 2, minus 4. So I have expanded the first part. Now I'll write the main sign as plus. Now let's go for the second expansion. X into x, x square. X into 3 plus 3x. Minus 1 into x minus x. Minus 1 into 3, it's minus 3. So I have expanded the numerator part. Keep the denominator part as it is. So we have here x plus 3, x minus 2. You can simplify the denominator part, but no problem. If we keep the denominator as it is, there's no mistake. Just you can keep it as it is. Okay, now let's see the like terms and try to cancel out if anything is possible over here. Okay, so we have here x square and x square. Since the main sign is positive, no changes will be there for the second part. So you have to just keep everything as it is. So x square plus x square, when we add x square and x square, we get 2x square. Okay, now let's see the x terms. We have minus 2x plus 2x, that gets cancelled. Now what is left here? 3x minus x. 3x minus x is nothing but 2x. So now you have here plus 3 minus 1, yes, so you get plus 2x. Okay, now coming for the constant term, we have the constant term minus 4 minus 3. Minus 4 minus 3 gives you minus 7. So I'll write here minus 7 upon, what is the denominator part? X plus 3 into x minus 2. So I'll keep it as this. So that's our sum. So we have completed the second subpart. What's the answer? 2x square plus 2x minus 7 upon x plus 3 into x minus 2. So we have done our second sum. Now let's go for the third subpart. Take down the third subpart. X cube upon x minus y plus y cube upon y minus x. X cube upon x minus y plus y cube upon y minus x. Okay, now here, just see your denominators carefully. Now, at this moment, we cannot say the denominators are like, because for the first part, it is x minus y, and for the second part, the denominator is y minus x. But we can change the second denominator in terms of first denominator. Let's see how we are going to change it. So it's x cube upon x minus y. Do not change the first part. Keep it as it is. So keep it the same manner. Now it's plus, yes. So now what we are going to do is, you are going to take minus common from here. So take minus common. So this becomes y cube upon, see here. Now what happens if I take minus common from y minus x? Once I take minus common, the y changes to minus y, the minus x changes to plus x. So in other words, we can say minus is taken common. So what is left here? X minus y. So this changes to x minus y. So how we have changed y minus x? We have changed the plus sign into negative, and we have changed y minus x as x minus y. So now what we can see here? We have got a like denominator. So now let's go with the step. So this becomes x cube minus y cube upon x minus y. X cube minus y cube upon x minus y. So we have studied the identity. We have studied about identities in our 9th standard. Yes? What is the identity for a cube minus b cube? Just recall your identities. Yes, I hope that you have recalled it. So let's write the identity. A cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b, a square plus AB plus B square. A cube minus B cube is equal to A minus B, A square plus AB plus B square. So for the numerator part, let's use the identity. So you get x minus y, that is A cube minus B cube is A minus B. Yes? So the first part, so A cube minus B cube. So A minus B, x minus y, A square. So A is x over here. So x square plus xy plus y square upon x minus y. Just try to cancel the common part from the numerator and denominator. So what is common in numerator and denominator? X minus y is common. Cancel both of them. What is left out now? X square plus xy plus y square. This is the required answer. So from question number 1, we have seen the 3 subparts. The sum was clear to you. We have done 2 types of sums. We dealt with 2 types. That is, one was with the like denominator and one was with the unlike denominator. And for the third subpart, we changed the unlike denominator in terms of like denominator. So you have to see the question carefully. You have to understand the question carefully, and accordingly you have to proceed with the sums. Okay, now let's go for the second question. Now second question is with the subtraction. You have a main sign as subtraction. Let's go for the second question. Okay, so take down question number 2. First subpart, 2x plus 1 into x minus 2 upon x minus 4 minus 2x square minus 5x plus 2 upon x minus 4. Copy the question carefully. Do not make mistakes when you are copying your question. If you change the question, if you change the sign, everything goes wrong. So be careful with the numbers, be careful with the signs, be careful with the powers. Write neatly. Do the step one below the other. You know how to present your answers. So present your answers properly, neatly. Okay, take down your second question. So what's the question? 2x plus 1 into x minus 2. 2x plus 1 into x minus 2 upon x minus 4. Minus 2x square minus 5x plus 2 upon x minus 4. So this is nothing. This is a subtraction of 2 rational numbers with the like denominators. The denominators are same. Yes, here we have, for the first part you have the denominator x minus 4. For the second part also you have the denominator x minus 4. So now let's see how to start our sum. So now what are you going to do? First of all, write the numerators together and write the denominator so together. That is, we are just going to make it as a single denominator since the denominators are same. So this becomes 2x plus 1 x minus 2 minus 2x square minus 5x plus 2 upon x minus 4. Be careful. Now we are going to deal with a subtraction. So it's very, very important to use brackets wherever it is necessary. So let's expand the first part. Let's see what we get in the first part when we expand the first part. Okay, let's start, children. Let's do it along with me. 2x into x. What's the answer? 2x square. 2x into x. 2x square. 2x into minus 2. Minus 4x. 2x into minus 2. minus 4x. 1 into x plus x. 1 into minus 2 minus 2. I have expanded the first part. Yes, so what is the answer we have got? 2x square minus 4x plus x minus 2. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to write the main sign over here. Keep this bracket as it is because here nothing is there to expand. So just keep it as it is. Or now what else we can do is, we'll do the step directly. Okay, now let's open the bracket. Let's open the bracket. We have one step, we can reduce one step. Okay, so we have expanded the first part. Now what we get is, once I open the bracket, the sign changes. I told you when it is addition, nothing is going to change. But when it is a subtraction, the sign will change after the negative sign. Okay, that is the bracket. Whatever terms are present in the bracket, the sign will change. So it's positive, so it changes to minus. That's minus 2x square. It's negative, changes to positive. That's plus 5x. Plus 2 changes to minus 2. Be careful. If you do not change the sign, you will get a wrong answer. It's very, very important to change the sign when you are dealing with the subtraction part. Upon x minus 4. So 2x square minus 4x plus x minus 2 minus 2x square plus 5x minus 2 upon x minus 4. We are going to simplify. We are going to cancel the like terms. Wherever there's a cancellation, we are going to cancel it. Wherever there's a way of addition, we are going to add it. Just group the like terms and try to simplify it. So 2x square minus 2x square gets cancelled. Positive sign and a negative sign. Okay, now let's take another like terms here. Group of like terms over here. We have x, x, x. Okay, so this is minus 4 plus 1 plus 5. Okay, so simple way is add the positive numbers. 1 and 5 gives you 6. 6 minus 4 gives you 2. So what is left here? 2. And what is the variable? What is the variable used here? X. So you get here 2x. Simple, yes, I have just taken all the coefficients. So I have got minus 4. The coefficient of x is 1. Here the coefficient of x is 5. So when you just simplify it, 5 plus 1 gives you 6. 6 minus 4 gives you 2. The variable used over here is x. So I have got 2x. So now we have seen x square terms, we have seen x terms. Now only the constant term is left out. Let's go for the constant term. So here we have minus 2, minus 2. So what's the answer for minus 2, minus 2? The answer is minus 4. Minus 2 is equal to minus 4. How? Minus minus is plus. So you are going to add. What is when you add, what you get? 4. So 4, the sign. You have two numbers, negative numbers. So the answer will be also in negative. So the answer is minus 4. 2x minus 4 upon x minus 4. Okay, we have one more step over here. The numerator part, we can take some numbers common. What are the numbers that can be taken common? 2 can be taken common. So take 2 common. So what is left over here? X. So from 4, if I take 2 common, so what is left here? 2. 2 2s are 4 upon x minus 4. So this is the required answer. 2 into x minus 2 upon x minus 4. Take down the sum. Okay, now let's go for the second subpart. 4x upon x square minus 1 minus x plus 1 upon x minus 1. Have you taken down the sum, children? Okay, take down the second subpart. 4x upon x square minus 1 minus x plus 1 upon x minus 1. Okay, so we have taken down the sum. Here, comparing to our first, so you have done the question number 2 first subpart there. We were given directly with the like denominator. So directly we have taken the numerator part together and we made the denominator as common and we started simplifying our sums. Yes, children? Now here, just see, there's a difference in the denominator. The first part, the denominator is x square minus 1. For the second part, the denominator is x minus 1. So now just see the denominator for the first part carefully. Now x square minus 1 can be written as, how can you write x square minus 1? That is, if I use the identity a square minus b square, so what do you get? A plus b, a minus b. Yes, this is a very easy identity that you people are studying from your 7th standard itself. Yes, so a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So now x square minus 1 can be written as, okay, x square minus 1 will be written as x square minus 1 square. 1 can be written, or 1 is equal to 1 square. Yes, 1 square is equal to 1. 1 is equal to 1 square. So how are you going to change 1? 1 can be changed as 1 square. So what you get here? So now x square minus 1 square. So now you are going to apply the identity. So what you get here? This becomes x plus 1. X minus 1. A is x, b is 1. So x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay. So now let's write the identity, whatever we have get. So let's write over here. So this becomes 4x upon x plus 1, x minus 1. Minus x plus 1 upon x minus 1. So I have just changed x square minus 1 in terms of x plus 1 into x minus 1. Okay, now just see the sum carefully. The denominator part, just focus on the denominator part. For the first part, we have x plus 1 and x minus 1. For the second part, we have only x minus 1. So what is the thing that you're going to insert over here? Only x plus 1. So when you multiply x plus 1 to the denominator part, the same thing should be done to the numerator part also. So now what you get? 4x upon x plus 1 into x minus 1 minus x plus 1 upon x minus 1. Here x minus 1 is present, here x minus 1 is present. But now what we need? X plus 1. So you are just going to multiply by x plus 1. Whatever changes you are doing in the denominator, the same changes should be done in the numerator also. So right here also x plus 1. Okay, so we have changed the second part. So now just see carefully. So now we have got, or we have changed the denominator as a like denominator. We have like denominators present. Yes. So now we are going to go for the next step. Let's see the next step. Okay, so let's take the numerator part together. So what we get here? 4x minus, write down this in a bracket, x plus 1 upon x plus 1, x minus 1. We are taking the numerator part together and we are making the denominator common. So now you are going to expand it. So we have two ways of expanding. It's just you can use your normal expansion and you can expand. You can multiply and you can do, or you can use directly your identities. Okay, so I'll just teach you by both the method. It's x plus 1 into x plus 1. The same term is repeated. Yes, children? So this becomes x plus 1 the whole square. So what's the identity used for a plus b the whole square? A square plus 2ab plus b square. So a is x, b is 1. So what you get here? X square plus 2 into x into 1 plus 1 square. X square plus 2 into x is 2x. 2x into 1 is 2x plus 1. So you get the answer x square plus 2x plus 1. Or you can use your normal expansion, like you can go for x into x, x into 1, 1 into x, 1 into 1. So you have two ways of doing it. So I'll be doing the normal expansions over here. So 4x minus, do not remove the bracket. Bracket is very, very important since negative sign, since a minus sign is present before the bracket. So let's open it. X into x, x square, plus x. 1 into x is plus x. 1 into 1 is plus 1. Upon x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay, now let's open the bracket. So let's see what we get over here. So this is 4x minus x square minus x minus 1 upon x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay, so now we are going to focus on the x square term. Let's focus on the x square term. So what do you get here? I have only one x square term, yes? So I'll take it as it is. It becomes so you get here minus x square. 4x minus x minus x. 4 minus 1 minus 1. What is the answer? 4 minus 1 minus 1. You get 3 minus 1 is 2. So plus 2x minus 1 upon x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay, so now the sum is not been completed. We have some more steps. So let's do it. So I'll rub this part. I hope that you have taken down this part. I'll rub this part and we'll continue the sum. Never keep the first term as negative. So try to change the first term into positive. So what we can do is we can take the negative common. So let's see how we are going to do the sum. So this is equal to, I am taking the negative sign common. So once I take the negative sign common, you have to change all the signs. So this becomes x square minus 2x plus 1 upon x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay. Now let's focus on the second, the bracket part over here. Okay. So just see already in the rough part on the previous you have expanded x plus 1 the whole square. Yes, children. So when you have expanded x plus 1 the whole square, you get x square plus 2x plus 1. Similarly, if you expand x minus 1 the whole square, what you get? X square, that is a minus b the whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Yes. So x square, instead of plus you get minus 2x plus 1. So now x square minus 2x plus 1 is nothing but it is the expansion of x minus 1 the whole square. So what you are going to do here, minus you keep as it is. This expansion will be changed as x minus 1, x minus 1. You can write as x minus 1 the whole square also. X minus 1 the whole square is nothing but x minus 1 into x minus 1. So it will be written as x minus 1 into x minus 1 upon x plus 1, x minus 1. Cancel x minus 1, x minus 1. Now what's left over here? Minus x minus 1 upon x plus 1. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to insert the negative sign. I'm just going to open the bracket. So what I get? Minus x plus 1 upon x plus 1. So already I have told you to do not keep the negative term as the first term. So just interchange it. I get 1 minus x upon x plus 1. So the required answer is 1 minus x upon x plus 1. The sum is a lengthy sum. So do the sum properly. Just we have a small recap. I'll just explain to you the sums. You are going to just use all the identities over here. So here we are mostly using all the three identities. We are using a square minus b square. Then we are using a plus b the whole square. And we are using a minus b the whole square. So all the three identities are used. So your work, today's homework is, so already I have given, so no homework was given to you, yes? So sum number 3. So you're going to follow sum number 3. That is, see the question carefully. It's subtract 1 upon x squared 2 plus, that is x squared plus 2 from 2x cube plus x square plus 3 upon x square plus 2 the whole square. So from, yes, so from. So you have to take the second part first and you have to subtract 1 upon x squared plus 2. So now you have to go do the sum as homework. Sum number 3 will be a homework. And your homework for today is you're going to take your 9th max book, max textbook, and you're going to write down all the identities that we have written last year. So you are going to, that will be a homework. So you have to write all. Do not write only 1 or 2. Take your book, find out all the identities formulas, and that you have to write it and you have to study the identities. Once you are thorough with your identities, it is very, very easy for us to go with the sum. So do it. Okay, I hope this part is clear to you. Yes. So x square minus 2x plus 1. How we are converting this? We are just using the identity. This is nothing but this is the expansion of x minus 1 the whole square. So you're just, instead of writing x minus 1 the whole square, I have just written x minus 1 into x minus 1 and try to solve the sum. And here this is when you open the bracket, what happens? Minus x minus minus plus 1. So this becomes, so just interchanging the terms, okay? So don't get confused. Here minus x plus 1 was there. Here 1 minus x is there. Nothing. Just interchanging. Bring the positive term to the first, negative term to the next. So 1 minus x upon x plus 1. So hope the sum is clear to you. So your homework is sum number 3. You have to complete question number 3 and also refer 9th max textbook and write all the identities. Okay, like a plus b the whole square, a minus b the whole square, a plus b into a minus b, a cube minus b cube, a cube plus b cube. So lot of identities where there is. So you have to complete the homework and you have to submit your homework. The details will be given to you. So how to submit your homeworks and everything. So do your work properly.